Hey everyone, we're here at a view from Davos, joined today by my friend Gary Steele, CEO of Splunk. We're here on the ground outside. It's day 3, Gary.
How's it going here in Davos?
It's been great. It's been great. A little cold, a little warmer today maybe.
It's weird because you're getting that slushy effect now.
Yeah,
so you're walking down the street. I said waist up because everybody's pant legs are a little bit dirty, but this is always a really big event. This comes at an intersection. 2023 was the year of AI, and I think if you walk up and down the promenade or you're in and out of any sessions, you're hearing responsible AI, ethical AI, you're talking about data and privacy, some sustainability.
Yeah.
But another topic that is really big and really important here at Davos is cybersecurity.
It is.
How much are you hearing? What are you hearing on the ground here with all the policy leaders and those that you've been speaking with since you got here?
Yeah, no, I think everyone anticipates a very interesting year in cyber. The challenges have never been bigger. You've got 2 active conflicts, you have a potential 3rd conflict, you have an election year in the US, and you have many other elections around the globe. And so that all combined leads to a pretty challenging environment for cyber leaders and for companies thinking about how do they best protect themselves. And then you couple that with, as you said, AI is such a big topic. I think everyone's trying to understand the impact of AI on cyber, both from a threat environment and threat actor point of view, as well as from a defender point of view.
So let's dig into the election thing. I think there's been some big news back in the US on the front. There's been some surprises already in some of the early caucuses. A lot of concern about disinformation, misinformation. You've got different social platforms. And we're talking a lot about AI at this very kind of ephemeral level.
Right.
But there's a really practical level. What are some of the things that the folks that you've been talking to are thinking about as it comes to things like social channels, Gary, and how to use cybersecurity to kind of stop the spread of misinformation?
Yeah, I think the concern right now, as it translates into what happens during the election, is just the use of AI tools in helping threat actors drive more effective campaigns. And so it can be done through many different ways. Deep fakes, leveraging social media to drive behavior. There's just a multitude of ways in which threat actors are going to be able to leverage this technology to try to drive outcomes. I think it's particularly true when people are more vulnerable during an election year. There's lots to be said, lots to be listened to, and it drives a lot of confusion, frankly.
So Splunk is on the forefront of helping companies. I think a great analogy I heard, I had Arvind Krishna, and I sat down with him for a while, and he was talking about, for some companies it could be a trillion things a day, a trillion items a day, threats a day,
right,
that they could be looking at, when you're talking about every single threat that comes through. So observability becomes really, really important right now. How do you get from millions, billions, trillions down to 100, threats that actually need to be investigated? This has to be a problem that, government leaders, enterprises, here on the ground, like I said, is the discussion picking up about this from the side of how we stop it?
It is. I think the broad theme becomes digital resilience. So how do you think about ensuring that you're well protected from a digital infrastructure point of view? And that's clearly true from a cyber point of view, but also just how do you keep all this up and running at all times? And the great thing is there's benefits of AI in that environment. Machine learning has been used for a long time to really understand the trends, be able to identify anomalies, and then drive a set of automated responses. And AI will just contribute and make that better and more efficient. And we think about it from a risk point of view, like how do you ultimately categorize risks so that your people are spending time on the things that matter the most and trying to drive a lot of that noise out of the system.
All right, so final question, just a little fun.
Yep.
Most interesting panel, most interesting conversation that you can share since you've been here. Is there one?
I think, I don't know if there was one that stands out in particular. I just find the different points of view and perspectives from people all over the globe that all come together at Davos as a really interesting thing, and that's one of the reasons I look forward to coming here every year.
Yeah, I know it's a big year, Gary. I know you've got the ongoing Cisco Splunk tie-up.
We're excited about it.
I'm excited to see, and I think this one's going to get done. But for now, I know you got a busy day. There's lots of lines to wait in here, lots of walking to be done, and I appreciate you stepping out, taking some time, Gary.
No, it's great. It's good seeing you.
Thanks for joining me.
All right, take care. All right.
Thanks, Gary.